Today we welcome a very special guest, Leif Garrett, multi-gold and platinum recording artist and one of the biggest teen idols of all time. He brought us the hit I Was Made for Dancing back in the 70s. Today he'll bring us more on what's coming next. Good morning, Leif.
Good morning. How are you? Thank you for saying my name correctly.
And I'm going to say, oh my gosh, because I grew up with an uncle who was a college student at the time, the youngest uncle, and he came home with your album one day, and I saw the album jacket, and I thought, who is this Greek god?
Oh, wow. Kind of like what I'm thinking about you right now. So, okay. All right.
Yeah, and
awesome.
I actually grew up listening to the song.
Oh,
I
that's
was
cool.
made for dancing, so it's like I'm starstruck right
Oh,
now.
well, thank you. That's sweet.
So what brings you to Korea this time?
I'm here doing some promotion. We've got concerts coming up in April on the 27th. And we doing television and obviously radio and things like that to promote the shows.
Why Korea?
Why not?
Well, I was hoping you'd say because you have a strong fan base here.
Well, yeah, no, we do. I mean, that's it. I mean, obviously, we we still have fans here, and it's just a great place. I mean, I've always had a great time here. I was here actually almost 3 years ago, and we did some shows and they went really well, and so we're back to do some more, and so it's all good.
Yeah,
it's all great.
Well, you were in Korea at the height of your career, well,
Yes.
way back in the 1980s.
Uh-huh.
Different now, isn't it?
It's a little bit different, yeah. I'm not nearly as young, and obviously, I mean, it's all. I like where I'm at now even more than then, because now I think I've grown more as an artist and stuff. Like I write all my songs now and stuff like that, as opposed to back then when I wasn't and I didn't, and there was only like one song I wrote with a friend that was on one of my records, one of my 6 records, and that was it.
Well, if somebody had told me back in the 70s, you are going to meet him one day, I would have been like, get out. But I am.
Well, it took long enough.
Sitting
Where
here
you been,
with
girl?
I know. Where have you been?
Are you married?
Yes.
All right.
Anyway, your song, I Was Made for Dancing, was a huge hit, and it still is played a lot. What do you think is the appeal of the song?
It's just a really good dance track, It's one of those things, too, that's like, everyone kind of feels that, too, sometimes. And to me, I was like, oh, really? It's kind of goofy, back then. But it really does have that sort of mass appeal to it that, people, who like to dance, sometimes they feel like that, It's like,
Your music has evolved quite a bit from then, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was what, pop, disco?
Yeah, disco.
You're
Discotheques, yes.
I hear you're now more into like alternative.
Yeah, but because I don't do disco anymore, except I do play the song live, and we do a few other tracks that are from back in the day as well. But yeah, the music, obviously, that's just, music changes anyway. I'm not doing rap, but,
Does it feel different when you sing it now at concerts?
Yes, it does. Also because it's more fun now, actually. For one thing, because we're able to do variations on it if we want. I've done rock versions, I've done blues versions of it, I've done all kinds of versions, but obviously we keep it, for the concert as close to the original as possible, because everyone loves to get up on their feet and dance around.
So let's talk about your career, which is what now 4 decades
Well, I started
strong.
when I was 5 years old.
I know,
Yeah,
exactly.
so,
more than 4 decades strong.
Right.
How'd you get started?
My mom wanted to be an actress, and she left Northern California went down to L.A. and got an agent and said, oh, by the way, I have 2 kids. He said, let me meet him, signed us up too, and within like a week, we were all, my sister, my mother, and myself, we were all working. So, yeah, we got lucky, as well as, I think that, obviously we had some talent, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've acted in 60 television shows, 60 plus television shows.
Yeah, I've done a lot of television. When I was young, in between 5 and when the music happened, I was working almost every week, and that was one of the reasons that the schools, hated me and wanted to, like I tried going to Catholic school for a while, and they hated me. They were like, get out of here,
Right.
and stuff like that. So.